G'day viewers, well, just got myself a fan. OnlyFans, this one. Part of my OnlyFans video series. Gets a lot on the subject. That's one of nice fan I scored. Speaking of fans, I might do an update on fans I've got here. Got a Brinsmead I got from a job. Someone doing some repairs at someone's house, doing some electrical work. Having to clean up, and I said, "Oh, I was saying this fan, oh, can I have that? I love my old fans." So, yeah, go for it. And it was their mother's bought it back in the late 70s, early 80s. Brinsmead. Back when Australia had industry. Now it's got a bugger society that doesn't want to friggin' spill or work. So I lubed it all up. It was pretty good to begin with, but I cleaned it all out, lubed it all up. It works very well. Brinsmead made fans for toilet exhaust fans. This fan, condenser fans, made by the same company, Brinsmead. Nowadays I've got EBM Paps, which are the best for fans nowadays. Also picked this up, good industrial strength, CD4, also known as a work hero CD1 I mean. It's also a Pullman AS3. Pretty good vacuum cleaner. With a cord cut off I picked up on the side of the road. Didn't have the hose, I put that on there. Got a new filter for it, fix the cord. The on and off is labelled the wrong way around. That's off, that's on. That's just a Chinese mishap, but other than that, it's a damn good vacuum cleaner. Really good. For some, I picked up the side of the road, because I know my parents have got one. They got two Pullman ones, which from my grandparents. They lived through the Depression and just bought things like you wouldn't believe and had a bit of a clean up, and yeah. So that's a pretty good vacuum cleaner. Good for the money. Half the side available, so I definitely grabbed it. So it's a damn good vacuum cleaner. And the old filter, the rubber perished on it. So when I got to replace this one, the old one out of that, I cleaned it up, took the rubber off it and flattened it, and I converted it to fit this Australian made Vax. Now I've got a good I properly converted this to a proper bagless vacuum cleaner with the HEPA filter, which is at that material that I got off that vacuum cleaner there. I converted. So it's been made bagless and has a decent filter in this thing now. I can actually use this properly now, because before I had dodged lots of filters for it, because a bag disintegrated a long time ago. Made 1990, made in Australia. Vax is part of TTI, or Tectonic Industries now. I wouldn't touch anything made by this company now, not very good. If I don't get something industrial ready, this is a commercial cleaner. If you want a decent vacuum cleaner other than the Dyson, then get commercial stuff. If you want something that's going to suck a golf ball through a garden hose, because this will do it. That will almost do it too, but because it's a lower powered motor, 1000 watts. This is I think it's a 1400. I've also got another one somewhere, because I had a retro vacuum cleaner at my grandparents' house, which I got an old Toshiba, which I replaced the hinge on the back of it. The hinge was snapped. My grandfather had that sitting in his shed for God knows, in his garage I mean, for God knows how long. Buried in shit. He only used it twice. So he bought this in 1984. It only got used twice, and it sat in the carport until about a year ago. The old man was going to throw it out. I said, "Nah, I'll take it. Oh, this is a classic." Sure enough, I cleaned it up, fixed it up, and it works fine. It's a little 600 watt Toshiba. Or Tokyo Shimura, as what Toshiba actually stands for. Very nice little unit. Works quite well. You know, the hose is in good nick and everything. You don't see many retro vacuum cleaners around nowadays. Even in junk shops, you just don't see them anymore, so quite a nice oddity. Anyway, back to the real subject of OnlyFans. Speaking of OnlyFans, here we go, here's scored this yesterday. It was stiff as all hell. The wiring was, the cords have been replaced. I didn't touch that. That's a Taiwanese 1980s, or late 80s cord. Swain, which is a Taiwanese company. This head cord to the motor, that was original cloth, and it was working alright. It sounds like it freed up the oscillator. I got that to go crack, crack, crack. Ooh, it started cracking, so I turned it off. So I replaced it. Really, there's a bit of a challenge getting in there. I didn't want to take the motor completely apart to do it, because it was a bit A lot of labour involved, and I would have had to just redo all the windings and tie everything under the windings, but this worked out alright. I just took it out of here, stripped it back, heat shrunk it all, soldered it, heat shrunk it again, put it in there like that, tucked it away nice and neatly, and tied it to here to give it some strain relief. Now, it didn't take much work to free this up. I took this back off, took the gearbox apart, the oscillator, took the old peanut butter grease out of there. It smelled nice too, vintage grease, has a nice smell to it. Got all that out, and I got some modern, this is good stuff. Who thought it was a modern synthetic grease? This is good stuff here. And put that in there, and she's off she went. I've also oiled up the motor bearings with some Castrol handy oil, also was a WD-43 or 1 motor oil. Bit of that in there. Ran it for a bit, the motor started running faster and faster, and now it's happy. I cleaned all the dirt out of it. This must have been a garden ornament, and the shop had it, and they must have got it from the deceased estate. It was a full full of red lime dirt everywhere. Cleaned it all out. Cleaned that. Cleaned the switch. Yeah, cleaned it all out. It works quite well. Elcon, made in Australia. A lot of selling fans all come from England. Limit was a popular manufacturer. I've seen a lot of later 50s Revolairs and Mistrals, but I like them, but I don't tend not to buy. I mean, I want something that's old, which is why I came across this and I bought it straight away. Very heavy too. It's all cast iron. The other ones, the later ones I see, but the Revolairs and Mistrals are cast alley. This is a cast iron one. I love the front of Morelli. A Morelli which is dates back to 1919, 1920, but finding one that's in good nick or for a good price is hard. Morelli, which is now Magneti Morelli. They make starter motors and alternators for Ferrari and all that. Italian company. I've got to throw this little adjuster up. Let's see toboggery. But this is all clear. Cleared with that. Lubricated in there. Works very well. You can bolt it to the floor. Made in Elcon, Australia. I took the bottom steel plate off, and it wasn't rust, it was just surface rust and dirt I cleaned off. This thing works quite well. The motor smells nice too. The windings are very good nick. I had this all off when I was restoring it, and ran some very fine sandpaper on that shaft while the motor was running full pelt. Polished up this shaft. Added a little film of oil to it, so if I've got to get these blades off and all this off in the future to service it, I can. Every screw was original. This is all 100% complete, but this was missing. It's just one of these, like a chest freezer thermostat, which I've got off scrapped modern chest freezers that are worth fixing, and they kept parts. So just one of those thermostat knobs. That's all it is. It worked quite well. This oscillator works by turning it. You screw it all the way out to turn it off. Screw it in partially, and you can change the arc of a degree of oscillation, which is kind of cool. It's not a pull one like the modern ones are, the Chinese crap ones are. Just pull, click, push it in. This one you can actually fine tune it to get a bigger arc or less arc on oscillation. I got some deoxit contact polisher restorer inside the contacts in that switch. They were very good to begin with, but I put some on there to preserve it. So it will last for another 100 to 200 years. I'd say it's probably 40s, this fan, 1940s. Thick, I think it's steel blades, not glass. Yeah, I think they're steel blades. I can test a magnet to verify. But I've had to fine tune this a little bit because it was kind of hitting, but I fixed all that. No breaks in the welds. It's a very nice fan. It moves some bloody air, I tell you that. When you got a fan, yeah, back in the day, you got a fan. You didn't get something like this bloody doesn't do anything. This is actually a fan for the fans, this one. Anyway, oh, it's heavy. Oh. The newer fans, yeah, have to fart or sneeze and they fall apart and fall over. Going. There we go. Started on low. You can see why the old fans have high, off and high as a first position to start itself. Because there's no capacitors in these motors are a little bit different than the newer ones. No capacitors. So you have to start the motor on high and then select the speed after that. The higher gives it more power to start, more starting torque. Take a bit of a smaller, that's alright. It moves it in. That's the isolator. It'll free up. No, not working on there. Okay. Come on, oscillator, you can do it. There we go. Had to get some oil and grease free. It's moving again. As I said, this was stiff as a board when I bought it, so it must have been sitting as a garden ornament for quite some time. She's moving. Come on, you can do it. It's forgotten how to oscillate. It has, it's forgotten how to oscillate. There's like a clutch in there. There's a clutch inside there which is slipping. Come on, you can do it. It's forgotten how to oscillate. Yeah, the clutch in there is probably slipping. I put a fair bit of grease and oil through it just to free it all up. It was working good yesterday. Had it going for about a good couple of hours. Nice and straight blades. As I found it, so it's in pretty remarkable condition. Working quite well. Come on, man, you can oscillate, you can do it. Just forgot how to oscillate, unfortunately. Come on, fan. Man, it moves in there. It's a high speed too, by the way. It works extremely well. Made when society had brains, unlike today's dumbass society. Yeah, how times have gotten changed, but not necessarily for the better. Come on, you can do it. Needs motivation. But yeah, I've always happy to find this. I've been looking for an old, early fan for a long time, and this is come up at a good price too. So I'm lucky I just jumped on it. You don't find these earlier ones very often, or it's quite hard to find those earlier ones in this good of a nick. See, I've really added the head cable so it's out of the way. Stops there. It's all metal drivetrain, so there's no excuses for chipped gears and plastic teeth in this one. Come on, fan, you can do it. Now it's going to free itself up. Oh man, it works. It moves air. That one there is probably an equivalent if it won't move air. Put a VFD on it. Having this bad boy out for a while. Did a bit of an organising in this shed and dusted it off. Now they've got 3-phase power, and I've actually got a couple of 3-phase VFDs that actually tested okay. So I can actually run this on a different VFD other than the 240 volt single phase VFD. Anyway. Yeah, it needs to practice how to oscillate again. It's forgotten how to oscillate. But man, it's good. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. Hello viewers, a bit of a party now. Come on, light, cut it out. There we go, racket comes in good. Decided to practice some doggoing or body filling. Got some of this, this is basically JB weld. Got a commercial quantity of it. Smells exactly like JB weld, or looks exactly like JB weld. I mixed some of that up. Cleaned and killed the rust and filled it all in from the inside. I'm just going to detail the outside, repaint it. Clean out a bit, the insulation is a bit wet down here, so that's why it rusted in the first place. Now, expander foamed the inside of this this plastic, and that gives it a nice strong on the outside. That adds a lot of strength to it now. That's solid as a rock. It's an Italian-made little Westinghouse fridge, this one. Little Tecumseh or Aspera variant compressor. It's actually quite a good fridge. I charged it with bloody camping gas. I just charged it with some of this stuff. Blended propane, butane and isobutane. It didn't take much, and damn, it works very well. Very good on power too, so easy to take it apart to fix it. Yeah, it's serviceable. Quite like the design. I've repainted the inside a bit. So I use this as a practice run. So when I do a proper old I get good at it when I do some more valuable stuff, more valuable features like this. And things like this, fans and things like that. Not that there's anything lost on here. This thing works really well now. I've run it for a good couple of hours today. It works and oscillates really well now, just frees right up. Anyway, it's, that's a part of the seal. Actually, this is dries much quicker than JB Rod actually. I'm quite happy with that. That dried within about 15 minutes. It's set hard. So I can pretty much get to work on it straight away. So level it flat, sand it flat, and I can paint it. Oh, these fans are still going nice and strong too. Keeps the smell out. I've got this all set up now. This all works. I put a good bloody proper valve on there so it doesn't let air or it gets out. So that's a better way to do it. I put some butane in there just to keep it nice. Now I can clean it up, and this will be good to put for a project. Not sure what I'm going to use it for yet. It's got a nice big liquid receiver. 1.4 litres. Quite a bit. A Thai-made Kirby Coalthorn compressor. Yeah, this compressor is Coalthorns. Coalthorn bought this Tecumseh out, or the Australian government sold this Tecumseh business and moved everything straight to Coalthorn in Thailand. Still good compressors. So I can pretty much do that and add it. It's like a bloody reverse cycle air conditioner concept. Pump it down and move it with another evaporator. I'll keep it aside for a project. Not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. Maybe I'll get a good cabinet somewhere, or make one, or set one up somewhere. See what I'm going to do. I've shorted these two out because your thermostat goes there and there. I've had to back this right off so I could run this as it was with no gas in it, so I can test it. And I put some suck some butane in there to preserve it. Yeah, it's quite a good little project. Anyway, this thing doesn't really leak at all. It's not lost any charge, so it's quite a good little bar fridge. Made pretty solid actually. Happy with that. There's actually yeah, because bar fridges aren't made very good anymore. It's quite a nice rescue. This one I got it from the guy's cleaning out his garage. I was going to throw it out, so I'll take it. It's actually yeah, it worked out quite well. I was using them quite recently actually, until about a week ago. They had beers in it. It was keeping the beers perfect actually. So it's a good little fridge. Coming out quite well. This is a bottom of the door, so it's not really going to be seen anyway, but it's just so I can maintain the structural integrity of the metal, and as a practice. I got the old man's air compressor, which is got the other one, so it's swapped. Just got to replace this stupid duct unloader. It kept leaking. Yeah, this stupid unloader keeps leaking, which I've got to order. I've ordered a new one. It just jams open all the time. I won't let the compressor pump into the tank as hard. Load. Hey guys, makes more noise than good. Price is upgrading the MPPT charger. The PWM one was doing nothing. Just let the full 40 volts from the panel straight to the battery, which desulfated it good, hasn't killed it. A much better charge controller, which is the same as the PowerTech J-Car ones, but this is only half the price, and it's an actual proper brand that J-Car put their brand on with these, and their margin. So this is pretty much a J-Car unit, but without their ridiculous margin. So it's pretty good. This is the improved model actually. The earlier ones had a bit of problems, but this one is actually quite a good one. Yeah, it's fully charged, it cuts off. It'll just trickle it a little bit, which is actually a good idea. Just maintains the battery quite nicely as it needs to. Not 24 volt though, so I can only do 12 volts with that, which isn't a big deal. Works quite well, I'm happy with it. So it's good for 40 amps, so I probably could put another panel up there. I'll find another one the same, we'll put those 4 up there. We'll whack these 4 up there. I might even do that yet, because this one is a cracked panel, and the one up there is a cracked panel. I want to use them in their own. Anyway, speaking of solar, I've repositioned the fan on my inverter. Lubricated it up and serviced it and put it up there. Now it's actually doing better up there. And on a day like today, it was a 42 degree, like 50 degree day, and this thing didn't go over 30 degrees when it was working hard in the peak of daylight, so this will last quite a lot longer now, which is good. Having a fan like that on it. I've also got another inverter to repair, which I've got from a job at work. I've just got to pull it apart and resolder and build up the tracks on the relays inside it. Wherever I put it, that is. There it is, there. It's an Aurora, which got bought out by ABB, and some other company bought it out and they don't make them anymore. So the corporations usually do nowadays, they rape each other and don't like each other and deny things exist. But it's a 3 kilowatt inverter. It has a wind turbine capability. I'm going to dig out my Fisher & Paykel smart drive generator, and I've ordered some 3-phase bridge rectifiers. I'm going to use that and connect it to that inverter to test it when I've repaired it, and backfeed that into the grid to test it. So I could use that to backfeed into the grid if I got an overcast day or at night. Yeah, I could probably run the Honda at night and backfeed into the grid at night when there's not doing anything, when it's dark. That wouldn't be a bad idea. That wouldn't be a bad idea actually. There's a Fisher & Paykel a backfeed. This will probably take it too. I think I've got a spare, yeah, I've got a PV3 string in there. I could plug in rectified output from a Fisher & Paykel motor into those two there, into that string input, and backfeed through this at night time. Offset some power bills. I've started labelling all my circuits, getting there. The doorbell circuit's a 10 amp one. I'm going to go up there and put a plug on the doorbell and plug it into a plug base up in the roof, which is on one of the power circuits, and make it obvious. So, and I could fire up I'll just replace one of these with a 32 amp RCBA. Because what I plan on doing is somewhere here I'm going to whack a double 15 amp power point out here. Have a chunky dedicated circuit. I've already got one in my barbecue area, but I want to put another one. Big chunky circuit so I could do heavy things, like run heavy loads and things like that. Even running this air conditioner, which the shed circuit will take it anyway. I'm going to put a plug on this, nice chunky plug, and run this as a portable air conditioner. which I do it during the day when I'm pumping a lot in the back into the grid. This would be awesome in the shed. That would be bloody awesome in the shed actually. Mounted out here somewhere, and just have some cool air circulating in the shed. When the sun's pumping flat out into the grid in the inverter, it will cost nothing to run. Anyway, yeah, got a bit more space in this shed now, so I'll do some more projects when I get around to it. Anyway, thanks for watching.